Hi, and welcome to the Sydney Celeste Show. I'm Sydney Celeste, your host, and today we have a great guest. His name is Chad Rivette, and he's right here with us. Introduce yourself, Chad, to our listeners and tell us how you're doing today.
Hi, everybody. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you. My name's Chad Rivette from Sudbury, Ontario, Canada. I'm a singer-songwriter and love music. Thanks for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
I love that. I love when somebody says they love music because guess what? That's where it is right there. That's something nobody can create. That you gotta love it in your heart. It's only a select few people really love music. So I'm glad that
Yeah.
you're one. I'm definitely one. All right. So Chad, tell our listeners about your music. What is your latest project, and tell us about Dear Alcohol. So that's kind of like a threefold question there.
Yeah. So Dear Alcohol is about an experience that I went through 25 years ago, losing my mom. I was in a dark place for about a year, and a few months back now, it crossed my mind again where I was then. Um, just having a bad day that day, I guess, and it just brought up some memories. And Dear Alcohol came out to be on paper, and just a little testament of what I went through and what I was sick of doing, and made a change for my life for the better.
Awesome. Very good.
Mhm.
Okay, so about your music and then like what inspires you? What, who, however you want to spill it out.
My music's country. I love country. I love all kinds of sorts of music, but when I put my stuff on paper, it's country. I was born and raised country. Um, its inspiration would be probably my father. From a young age, he was a musician, and I watched him grow up, or he watched me grow up, watching him on stage. And yeah, so my inspiration would come from my dad. It's hard to just, I don't even know how to answer that question because it's just in me. I just love music. Like
Hmm.
I can't go a day without picking up my guitar or singing a song or
Yep,
doing a gig.
yep.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
Music is medicine.
absolutely. And then tell us the story that you mentioned to me earlier about the guitar under the bed. That was amazing that your dad, the guitar, remember?
Yeah, yeah. My dad bought a guitar when I was 7 years old, put it under his bed, and he told me not to touch it. And of course, as soon as he leaves the house, I'm going to touch it and pull it from under the bed.
Of course.
And I started playing it and learning how to play guitar and putting my fingers certain spots and making certain notes. And one day he was coming home and getting ready to go do a gig, so he went and took a shower fast. And then I got ballsy and pulled it from under the bed while he was in the shower and started playing a little bit and then pushed it under the bed. But he heard me during that little, probably 2 minutes, not even. And he called me in the bathroom and he's like, and he looks behind the curtain in the shower. He's like, "Were you playing the guitar?" I'm like, "No, not at all." He's like, "Don't lie to me, son." He's like, "I told you never to lie to me." I'm like, "Okay, Dad, I
Mhm.
was playing it."
I like
And
your dad.
he's like,
Mhm.
"Yeah," he's like, "Go get it." So I went and got it and I started playing a song that was actually their original in his band. He's like, "Who taught you how to play that?" I'm like, "I taught myself how to play it, just putting my fingers in certain places." And
Oh,
he's like, "Well,
he knew it right then and there when you said that. He said, "Okay, the bug has traveled from one vein to the other vein."
oh yes." And then he's like, "Well, it worked." He's like, "I bought that guitar for you, hoping you would touch it because I didn't want to push music on you. I wanted to see
There
if it
you
was
go.
in you."
Mm,
Yeah, so I still have that guitar today. It's sitting over by my other guitars, and that's the actually first song I ever wrote for my mom was on that guitar.
that's so beautiful.
Yeah,
What a nice
yeah,
story.
thank
All
you.
right. And then your upcoming events, you gave me a brief overview of some things you had already done, so you can tell us about that too, and then whatever you've got coming forward.
Yeah, I did a whole bunch of shows. I did a Northern Arts Festival down here. I do a whole bunch. There's some more coming up. I'm in talks right now about doing a 5 month cross Ontario tour. So we're just trying to finalize some paperwork and other events and locations. And once we have 5 days a week filled up for 5 months, and then I hit the road and away we go, right?
Yeah.
So that's exciting. And then this August,
All right. And then, so what is your dream musical goal? I know you mentioned earlier you passed up the deal when you were 16 with the Capitol Records. Okay. So what is your musical goal now? Dream musical
my
goal.
musical goal is to perform the first song I ever wrote for my mom, Fallback, on the Grand Ole Opry stage on the circle, just on a chair with the spotlight on me and just giving you a raw cut of that song. Because you can hear, like, when I released that song, it's kind of like a radio edit song, but the
Yeah.
raw one with me and the guitar is way different.
Yeah.
Um, but just picturing my mom in the front row because I made a promise to her before she passed away that she made me promise her that I would be there. that I would go there, and she's like, "I'll be watching you." She goes, "When that spotlight's on you, that's me looking down on you."
Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah, that's my end goal. That's where I'm headed.
That's awesome. That's all. Like I think I mentioned before, we have similar. Mom said something similar to me. Well, I mean, I wasn't the Grand Ole Opry, but she was telling me, look, the reason I've stopped you from doing things in the past, and what you're doing, what you wanted to do, is because you got to consider, you've got the real, actual gift. I don't want you to lose who you really are in the music business. It's one thing to be
Yeah,
talented, it's one thing to be in the music business. And as a girl, you've got to stand
yeah,
up for yourself. So that's what I'm doing now. So I'm like you. It's like I feel like mom's looking down on me saying, that's my girl. That's how I taught her. That's how I raised her to be a lady, a good person, not all this chaotic stuff that goes on in the music business, standing up for things that other young girls can be proud to talk about, not all this stuff. I don't even have
secrecy
to mention
and
it on the
my
Sydney
closed
Celeste show.
doors.
We
Yeah,
understand what I mean by stuff. Okay.
yeah,
So anyway, but yeah, so I'm with you, Chad. I think that's great that mom told you that. I think it's great that mom told me this. I think you and I sound like we can go in very similar directions and end up in a good spot because we got our heads on straight. So that
I
that's
love that.
that's another piece of advice for people watching the Sydney Celeste show. If you're also an artist, a lot of it has to do with your mental. If you don't know who you are, there's a lot of people out there with shiny things and pens that want to sign things that won't put you where you want to go. So you got to think, man.
That's right.
You got to think. From
Absolutely,
me and Chad,
truly
you
believe
got to
that.
think.
Yeah.
All right.
There's a song we can write. You got to think.
Yeah, you got to think and that
Yeah,
goes for life in general. You got to think no matter what.
absolutely.
All right. Anything
Yeah.
else you want to say, Chad? You want to tell everybody where to find your music? Oh, that's what we forgot. Yes. Tell everybody where to find it on Spotify,
You
etc.
can find it on Chad. I have my website, chadrivette.com. So it's ChadRivette.com. And
Oh,
from there, you can go on Spotify, Apple. I got some music videos on YouTube. Um, yeah, so you can find it all there, streaming services. I'll have
awesome.
another 10 or 11 songs being released in the next week that'll pop up there. And
Yay.
thank you for
Okay.
having
That's
me, and I really
awesome.
appreciate it.
10 or 11 songs. That's amazing just to release that many at a time. We're going to get there. Okay. All right. Um, let's see. Anything else? Anything else, Chad?
Just a big thank you for having me and letting me express my music and to all your viewers and my viewers that are going to watch this. And
Yeah.
maybe one day we can sit and collab on a song. That'd be great.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I like your energy. That's what I'm thinking. So yeah, definitely to all of that. And I think everybody else would say good to that too. I love all the
Awesome.
people that I've met being able to do the Sydney Celeste show. It's awesome. All right, so
Good
we
to have
wrap it up here for today. I'm Sydney Celeste. That's Chad Rivette. You know where to check his music out. You'll see more episodes like this of the Sydney Celeste Show coming to you soon. And you have a good afternoon. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
you. Thank you.
Thank you, Chad.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Dear alcohol, it's me again. Sitting alone looking for a friend, and I come here every Friday night. Same old crowd, same old fights. Dear alcohol, on the top shelf. You numb the pain, I lose a piece of myself, lost in the haze of a whiskey glass, chasing ghosts from my past. As I sit here and stare at you on the wall, leaning on this bar so I don't fall. I'm tired of living these neon nights under those Friday night lights. Gotta get myself out of here. It's been one hell of a year. Can't see straight, it's 2 a.m. Fell off my stool again. I gotta get up off this floor. Dear alcohol, we can't be friends anymore. Dear alcohol, it's me again. Try to fight you, but you always win. Another night at the bar, another cab to my door. Dear alcohol, gotta let me go before I lose all my control and find myself back here again. Hard to say goodbye, my friend, as I sit here and stare at you on the wall, leaning on this bar so I don't fall. Tired of living these neon nights under that Friday night lights. Gotta get myself out of here. It's been one hell of a year. Can't see straight, it's 2 a.m. I fell off my stool again. I gotta get up off this floor. Dear alcohol, we can't be friends anymore. I got to break free. No more controlling me. Tired of living these neon nights under that Friday night lights. Gotta get myself out of here. It's been one hell of a year. Can't see straight, it's 2 a.m. Fell off my stool again. I can't do this anymore. I gotta get up off this floor. Dear alcohol, we can't be friends anymore. Dear alcohol, we can't be friends anymore. It's been 5 long days, 12-hour shifts at the local factory. That means it's time to get back to where I want to be. It's the thought of being in your loving arms that gets me through the week. 165 miles left between you and me. 2 hearts, 1 highway, chasing dreams across the mile. Someday we'll meet in the middle, build us a little house. Wire fence all around it, kids running in the yard. Until then it's worth the drive to keep our dreams alive. For now, 2 hearts, 1 highway. For now, 2 hearts, 1 highway.
It's been 5 long days waiting on you to come walking through my door. Been saying little prayers each time you leave, so we won't have to do this no more. It's the thought of being in your loving arms that gets me through the week. Now how many miles left between you and me?
2 hearts, 1 highway, chasing dreams across the mile. Someday we'll meet in the middle, build us a little house. Wire fence all around it, kids running in the yard. Until then it's worth the drive to keep our dreams alive. For now we're just 2 hearts, 1 highway. For now, 2 hearts, 1 highway.
You said it'll be worth the wait.
I said, honey, I just need a little time.
Soon enough we'll be living out our dream
In a little white house by marker 133. 2 hearts, 1 highway, chasing dreams across the mile. Someday we'll meet in the middle, build us a little house. Our fence all around it, kids running in the yard. Until then it's worth the drive, keep our dreams alive. For now, just two hearts, one highway. For now, two hearts, one highway. And now, two hearts, one driveway. Dear alcohol, it's me again, sitting alone looking for a friend. And I come here every Friday night. Same old crowd, same old fights. Dear alcohol, on the top shelf. You numb the pain, I lose a piece of myself, lost in the haze of a whiskey glass, chasing ghosts from my past. As I sit here and stare at you on the wall, leaning on this bar so I don't fall. I'm tired of living these neon nights under those Friday night lights. Gotta get myself out of here. It's been one hell of a year. Can't see straight, it's 2 a.m. Fell off my stool again. Gotta get up off this floor. Dear alcohol, we can't be friends anymore. Dear alcohol, it's me again. Try to fight you, but you always win. Another night at the bar, another cab to my door. Dear alcohol, gotta let me go before I lose all my control and find myself back here again. Hard to say goodbye, my friend, as I sit here and stare at you on the wall, leaning on this bar so I don't fall. Tired of living these neon nights under that Friday night lights. Gotta get myself out of here. It's been one hell of a year. Can't see straight, it's 2 a.m. I fell off my stool again. I gotta get up off this floor. Dear alcohol, we can't be friends anymore. Got to break free. No more controlling me. Tired of living these neon nights under that Friday night lights. Gotta get myself out of here. It's been one hell of a year. Can't see straight, it's 2 a.m. Fell off my stool again. I can't do this anymore. I gotta get up off this floor. Dear alcohol, we can't be friends anymore. Dear alcohol, we can't be friends anymore.